We are live, everybody. Welcome to March for America, Day 7. It's officially been a week since the march has begun. Been a whole week. This week has went by fast because it doesn't feel like a week, but it's already been a week. We're currently leaving Long County, Georgia. We're heading to Hinesville to get military equipment and more equipment, stuff like that. Gabriel,
Shit's falling apart here, and it's not easily repairable. Unlike military surplus. Military surplus, it'll fall apart on you, but it'll be easily fixable.
Yeah, the backpack is falling apart, but we're still doing good though. Just say we're still marching.
We got that Dollar General up there, by the way.
Dollar General, you want to stop there?
Yep, get some supplies. Yep.
10-4. We'll be stopping by Dollar General. If y'all want to fund the march, Lord Triton 2 Cash App is our Cash App for the march. Is how we're funding the march. Make sure y'all donate there if y'all want to fund the march. But yeah, it's been the last crazy 7 days. 2026, by 2026, it's been spent doing this march and all that, you know? And not only that, but a lot of crazy stuff's happened in the political news as well to basically encourage the march. Because a lot of stuff's happened. Like that innocent woman getting killed by ICE and Trump trying to lie. And everyone believing the lie.
Everybody on the right lying about it. And we have everybody on the left trying to act tough about it. But nobody's doing shit. So, both of them are retarded. First of all, the lady that ICE killed, let's make no mistake, the ICE agent got ran over because the ICE agent wasn't smart enough to hold his fucking fire, right? Oh, but she ran him over. No, the fact of the matter is, she was driving away, they shot her in the fucking head, and when you shoot somebody in their fucking head, their foot's on the accelerator, is probably still gonna be on the accelerator, right? So, that ICE agent inadvertently ran himself over by proxy. He shot the woman who was driving away, and she didn't fucking put the brakes on because she was fucking dead, and the ICE agent got ran over. So boom, there you have it.
That state is law. People say, but, she's obstructing traffic. That doesn't mean you get killed. That's not a death penalty sentence.
And she's obstructing traffic. She shouldn't do that. That's why she got killed. That was Minneapolis, Minnesota, retard. Guess what? That in Florida, maybe I couldn't argue with that. But guess what? You do it in Florida, you can actually get ran over. I don't know about being shot, but you know. But she was in a fucking car, okay? She wasn't obstructing shit.
And not only that, but Trump lied and said the ICE agent was hospitalized. He was hospitalized.
Dude looks like he fucking fell on his ass.
He literally stood up and was walking. He was not hospitalized. And if he was, they're literally faking it. How do you get hospitalized? If he was
hospitalized and he's not faking it, it's still his fucking fault.
Yeah, but he wasn't, because he's literally standing up, walking just fine.
Just because somebody's walking just fine doesn't mean they are hospitalized.
But I don't think he was hospitalized, because he literally...
Just say for reference, if he was, it's his fucking fault.
But the injury was not, like, I know that.
That's the fact of the matter. Alright, you go on first.
Hello.
We need to find some drinks and stuff now. March. Continue with March Avenue.
You also gotta find, like, probably, like, maybe some cheap food, like peas, can or something.
Huh?
Also find maybe some cheap food, too.
Yeah. I'm hoping to find some cheap lemonade here. It's like $3 for this. You want this? Lemonade?
Wait, before we grab it, let's just see if there's anything that's cheaper for that.
Strawberry.
Let's see. See what else we can find. If not, then we'll grab that. I just want to make sure we grab the cheapest option.
We can get more. We can get. Fuck, that ain't lemonade. That's a lime punch. It'll get flat. Fuck.
Also, see if they have any, like, deals, too.
It'll be on here. This is a deal. It's normally 5. It's fucking. Chips over here. We need sugar and we need protein for this, so we get this. Hopefully, we get some chocolate on the way. Something big, you know, a box of snacks or something.
Nothing that's like more than $5 though. These are only $3.95.
Where?
Right here.
Yeah, what?
These nerds, they're
It's not gonna give you enough.
but we can't be spending more
Yeah,
than
well, you can't die out there with no water and no fucking calories, bro. So
well, we can't go to the surplus store if we spend all the money
we're
now.
not
That's what
gonna
I'm
spend all of
saying.
it. We're just buying this in a freaking box of something. These will probably help us if we find some. All right, let's see.
Well, yeah, this is only $2.75. We should get
Yeah,
one.
we should get. Yeah, we should get these. Bro, let's do this. Be $2.75. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Hello. Hi, how are you? That's pretty good. Trying to march over to Hinesville.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yep. Very fun.
604.
Okay. Grab this. Make sure don't. Grab this for a second.
Yep. What's going on, guys? We're on our way to Hinesville now. We just got our equipment we needed. Equipment, it's rations, pretty much. It's stuff we need. So, alrighty. We're almost ready to head out. You ready?
Yep. Wait, it's still authorizing. All right.
You need your receipt?
Yes,
There you go.
please. All right, I'm back.
Good night.
Alrighty, thank you.
Or have a good day. No.
Good night.
I worked last night, so I'm still confused. Have a good day.
You have a good one too.
Thanks.
All right, now we got our stuff. Got some food. Got a whole thing of lemonade. It definitely lasts us a while. We got a 4-hour walk to Hinesville. It says 14 miles, so that'll be fun. Y'all get to hang out with us for 14 miles, unless my phone ends up going to 20% before then. Hopefully not, but sure, I'll hit the like button too on the way in to support the march. Yeah. Dan's listening to music while I'm going to be entertaining the chat. Gabriel's on a Greyhound to DC. He should be in DC like a few days giving his speech there.
Tonight, we should be there.
Probably tonight he should be there. He'll probably. So tomorrow he'll probably give his speech. Now I don't know if he's gonna upload on his own channel or our channel, but we'll call, figure out like where the speech is gonna be.
Fucked up, so if we don't get our arm doesn't heal by Savannah, we're gonna have to take a Greyhound to DC because it's a safety risk.
Yeah, because Dan's arm has not been able to move for the last few days, but we're still gonna march to Savannah regardless. But once we get to Savannah, if his arm is still messed up, then we're gonna probably have to take a Greyhound. But when we get to DC, we're gonna march hard as fuck, just so, you know, it's still all worth it.
All over DC. Every
All over.
street, every fucking avenue, everywhere, man.
Everywhere. And once we get back to my computer after the march, I'm gonna continue Ryan's show, continue the normal Ravencast, and also, you know, go to Jacksonville and officially found the America March March for America organization. As after this, we're going to create an organization for our march. Drinking already?
We didn't have anything to drink last night.
Yeah, that is true.
Here we go.
Alright, back. Yeah, heading to Hinesville right now. Once we get to DC, our speeches are going to be uncensored. Obviously, we're not going to advocate for violence, but we're not just going to censor ourselves. There's a lot of issues that need to be addressed. In fact, now we're going to war in Mexico? Really? Even though we're already in war with Iran, Venezuela, and all these other countries? Oh, Dan's sitting over here. Oh, he's putting the grocery bag into the backpack. But yeah, it's like we're starting all these foreign wars, and more we do this march, more of these stupid foreign wars start. And it's like, why are we starting all these dumb foreign wars? For what? Why? These foreign wars are useless. We shouldn't be fighting these wars at all. I don't know why we're fighting these wars for. Fighting these wars are stupid. Dumb.
What?
Just tell them about like the foreign wars. You know they're starting war in Mexico now too.
Well, that's what they should have done. Venezuela. I support the war with Mexico. I do not support the war with Venezuela.
I don't even support the war in Mexico right now because we already are in these other wars. We gotta fight. We gotta fight one battle at a time. We can't just have a six-front war. I just had a coffee in my bro. Nice. Honestly, we should have had
I supported the war with Mexico before Venezuela. However,
Yes.
they went to Venezuela. I didn't support that. Now they're trying to go to Mexico to save face. I don't fucking support that because I don't want to fight on a six-fucking front war, spreading our nation's armed forces so goddamn thin. It's going to be another fucking World War II. Where we either barely make it out due to help from other countries, or we fucking lose. I don't support that shit. Fuck that.
I suggest you try
Trump had
it.
the goddamn chance to fix the issue with the drugs and shit by going to war with Mexico. What'd he do? He went to Venezuela. Dumbass.
He went to Venezuela first. Now, just because people brought it up, hey, you should went to Mexico first. Now he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to Mexico now. It's like,
You should have done it first. We said you shall not do it right now, motherfucker.
can't do it now in the six front war. Like you gotta resolve all the other 5 countries he started war with, then Mexico. Like Mexico should have been first because for one, it's the country that's the closest. 2, more cartel and drugs come from Mexico. So it's like, That's the thing. All these wars are just pointless. And now it's like, who knows how many more wars will start before we get to DC. And this is why we're doing this march, because we're tired of these foreign wars that have nothing to do with national security. It's just pointless. It's stupid. We're literally going to become like Nazi Germany 2.0. World War III. World War III starts with literally going to be Germany, Israel's going to be Japan, and United States and Israel both are going to suffer because we keep starting all these wars with the whole fucking world. Yes, the United States is powerful. Yes, the United States has the best military in the world, but we can't fight the rest of the world. We could fight like them like one-on-one, but we can't fight them all at once. That's stupid. Like, we gotta fight one at a time. One war at a time. We can't fight a multiple war front, because that's how world wars start. Like, it's stupid. All these foreign wars are dumb. Make sure you guys hit the like button for this march. Donate to Cash App Lord Triton 2. And yeah. It feels warm this morning too, so I'm glad it's not cold. Makes it easier on us. It was warm yesterday too, but it was actually hot yesterday when we walked. Which was the funny part, it was actually hot. Yeah, I'll definitely also try that coffee too, because that coffee does sound good. In fact, I'm not really a coffee drinker, but after having the French vanilla coffee at that one car wash, I'm like, you know what? Coffee's actually good. I just cannot drink straight black coffee. Straight black coffee, it's like, it's so nasty when you add like creamers and sugar, especially the French vanilla creamer. It's actually really good. And also gives you more energy too than just straight coffee. So I've drank, even though I don't like the taste, I've drank straight coffee, but with adding sugar and creamer, makes you more awake, more ready to go. More ready to go. Yeah, marching for America, everybody. Marching for this country. Country that I love. I don't love any other country more than this one right here, America. No more of these foreign wars. Also, social welfare programs. Something I also want to rant about. We've seen so many homeless people on this march. There's a lot of homeless people. In fact, there's a lot of old homeless veterans too. It's like, come on. These people are going to go fight. That's the thing. Trump wants to send these people to fight foreign wars that have nothing to do with us, and then when these veterans come back, he ain't gonna even give them a place to stay or live for fighting these pointless wars. That's also why we're mad, because this is all pointless, and it's just fucking over veterans for no reason. It's fucking over our military, fucking over the brothers and sisters that are fighting for this country, fighting for these shitty, corrupt politicians. It's so stupid, so dumb. That's why we're mad. Mile 7 up here in the head. Mile 7 up ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Mile 7 into Long County. Which we already have one of our guys already up there. I think he's almost into South Carolina already, so. Yeah, we have forces and people all over now. In fact, Gabriel should make it to DC, so we should already be having one of our movement leaders make it to DC already. He would have continued marching with us, but he sprained his ankle, so he just had to take a Greyhound up there. So that's the thing. Once you have injury, you really can't. But that's the thing. Just because you have injury doesn't mean you're going to give up the march. It's just, you know, you're going to have to, unfortunately, take an easy way out if you have an injury. But just because you have an injury, you take the easy way out doesn't mean you're not for this movement.
One moment.
The fact that Gabriel, despite having an injury, still decided to go to DC anyways to spread our message just shows how real he is.
Boot, man. Stuff in my boot, man.
Were you able to get it out? Were you able to get it out? Yeah, that shit happens all the time. Even my normal walks, like I get rocks and shit in my shoes all the time. I'm not gonna lie, it's already getting... It's supposed to be January, but it's hot here. I understand Florida, but Georgia, it's like, damn. It's actually getting hot right now. Well, I am wearing a sweater, but still. Walking for America, ladies and gentlemen. Walking for our veterans, walking for the homeless, walking for no more foreign wars and prosecute the politicians taking bribes. Like, that's the thing, I'm not going to even be censored anymore. People that take money from AIPAC and all these other organizations do not need to be in office. If you're affiliated with AIPAC and you took AIPAC money, get the fuck out of our office and get the fuck out of our country. That's simple. And yes, I'm gonna be mad. So if any of y'all try to say, calm down, Trenton, calm down. No. I ain't gonna calm down, because I'm passionate. It ain't spurging, it's passionism. By the way, too, while we're doing this march, while we're doing this stream, if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask any questions in the chat. I'll answer any questions y'all have while we're doing this. Thank you for the like. But yeah, this is all gonna be worth it though. Like, that's why we're not giving up. Giving up is not even an option, because this is all gonna be worth it at the end of the day. Because we're doing something for our country. We're doing something that we're passionate for. We're doing something that we love. I love this country. I love America. I love our society. I love the country I live in. I love the freedom of speech. And and most important of all, I love Jesus Christ. Christ is King. He's been the one helping guide us. Back to where we take breaks, we're gonna have Dan read some Bible verses on stream, just so y'all know we're serious about Christ as King. We'll do that when we take our first break. So that's the thing. Not gonna lie, it may take a little longer than expected, because I thought it would take a week, but honestly, it's like, that's not how it works. It's gonna take a lot longer, but I have all the time in the world, so I can take a long time for this. What's up, Nate? That's the thing. Woo!
What?
Oh, nothing. But yeah, goal is today to make it to Hinesville, get some military surplus gear, and then once we get some military surplus gear, then we will restock up on supplies and continue the march. Hopefully Dan's arm is better by Savannah, because I want to march this whole way through, but if we can't, then we can't. That's not what God wants. We gotta do what God wants at the end of the day. But if his arm is healed by Savannah, then that's a sign from God saying, hey, I healed your arm, keep going. And we're gonna definitely keep going. But if his arm's not healed, then that may be a sign of, hey, you may just have to take the Greyhound and bite the bullet. At least we marched to Savannah, at least we marched a little bit. But we're gonna make sure that we march as much as we can. And when we get to DC, we march all over, get our speeches. get everything done, and we'll definitely be streaming in DC 100,000%, because this is something we need. Looks like he has a rock in his boots, so we're gonna be sitting down right here for a second. Woo! Dan also gotta switch boots too, because he has steel-toe boots that are 5 pounds each foot. That's why it's been harder for him to walk, because these boots are, I don't even agree with him getting these boots, but that's all he had. Once he's done getting that rock out of his shoe and ties his shoe, we're gonna keep walking, ladies and gentlemen. But no, this march has been really, really, really good, really experienceful. I'm glad I did it.
Can't use his fucking right arm.
Yeah, he's having trouble with his right arm because he can't use it because I guess when because we were in the tent, right? 10-person tent, and Millitown scared us. Cause after like the ghost vlog, we were in bed and he scared us. And Dan
do a drop kick, and I fucking landed on my fucking arm.
Yeah, he landed on his arm
And fucked it up real bad.
and ever since then he was not able to move it.
Barely. I'm able to move anything under the shoulder blade, but I can't like move anything up.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah,
Let me put my wallet in my pocket so shit don't fall out. They want to keep going.
Your jacket's still
Can grab my jacket. All right, guys, let's keep going. Keep going. Woo! Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new for more updates on the march. And then when we get back from the march, we'll continue on normal coverage of covering political stuff and gaming news and all that. Apparently too, while we're walking, because I talked to Torrin a little bit, there's been a few Nintendo updates. Nintendo basically, you know, trying to compete with Power World and all that. And they have this little game, this little Poke game and all that. This thing, all Pokemon games, 2026 now, are trash.
True.
Like Pokemon ZA Legends was a big, massive flop, and now they're trying to create this Pokeworld game. And from what Torrin and other people have told me, that's also been a massive flop. So yeah, Nintendo's been massive flop, and I cannot wait till we get back, react to some Fratanga videos that we've missed and cover that and give my honest commentary on it, and also keep telling Nintendo fans I told you so, because there's a lot of people saying, oh Triton, Nintendo's great, I don't know what you're talking about. No, I've been proving y'all wrong. And also when I get back, I'll be doing a few interviews, one with RJ most likely, and one with Weisler about the march. And if any other small creators, even big creators, any other creators that want to do interviews with not just me, but Dan, Gabriel, and John, the other people on the march, we're free to interview. We're free to talk to y'all about this experience, because this is one big experience that all four of us are going to want to talk about and want to answer questions on. So yeah, currently walking on the grass side of the road. Because There's a tattoo shop right here. Here, I'll show y'all. Tattoo shop right there. That's what's in front of us. Now back to my sexy little face. Doo-doo-doo.
God damn, Top Dog Law back over here, my friend. This is the radio station. Phone, where you plug in your headset or headphones over your radio station, the FM radio. Top Dog Law, bro. Never heard of him. So like a year ago in Indiana. Turns out they're already down here, bro. They working hard, man.
Nice. Damn, we already been live for 30 minutes. It's crazy. No, once we get to DC, I already know. In fact, I've been updating my speech, which is just the thing. There's been so much happening in the news lately where every time I write my speech, I gotta rewrite it because I gotta add something else that's happened. There's so many of these dumb incidents, dumb wars starting and all that. It's all because of Trump and the Trump administration. There are a few Trump supporters have told me, oh, but it's not all Trump. Trump hasn't spoke out about it. Trump's been approving it. One thing that I'll say, the Senate has done their job because the Senate has voted to stop Trump from starting wars with Venezuela or any other countries without Congress approval. Because that's how it should be. We can't just start wars with all these countries without Congress' support. That's why you have a Congress. That's why Congress is there. And if you're just going to ignore Congress, you're going to be impeached. Go back to your Legos, man. Shut the fuck up. Shut up, Ryan. Why should President involve himself in enforcement matters? I know! That's a great point. Why is he involving himself in all these matters? Why is he not listening to Congress? 100,000%. He shouldn't be involving himself in all these matters. He should not be involving himself in all these wars unless Congress says so. That's the thing. That's why we have a Congress and a Senate. Because that's the thing. This is not a dictatorship, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't Trump's country. This is the country of the people. We elected Donald Trump because guess what, guys? We elected him for the people, not for himself. This is our country. We elected him to make sure that he protects the people, get stuff done, make sure that the country's peaceful, bring inflation down. But he isn't, exactly. He isn't for the people. Thumbs down. Thumbs down to the orange clown with the tiny hands who would be king. Yeah, thumbs down to Trump, because that's the thing. Trump has not even been acting like an actual president. And that's the thing, too. And I also want people to understand, too. I'm a conservative saying this. I don't have Trump at derangement syndrome. I'm just telling the truth of what I see. I hate to say this, but I did vote for Trump because I didn't want Kamala winning. But turns out that was a big L on my part because none of these people are for our country. Democrats and Republicans, both of them have fucked up the country. And this is why I don't even agree with two-party system. We should only vote for candidates that are America first, America only. Not for all these other countries that don't give a fuck about us. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. They want to vote for all. That's the thing. Trump has done more for Israel than us, our people. He's given more money to Israel than to the homeless veterans in our own country. That's why there's been a lot of veterans homeless. We're fighting Israel's wars for them, but once these veterans are done fighting Israel's wars, they're not getting any VA benefits. A lot of them are becoming homeless. And that's why I'm so against this shit. That's why I'm marching right now. Because I'm tired of all this. I'm tired of the corruption. Tired of the lies. Tired of the slander. Tired of it. 100,000% tired of all this bullshit. Not really. The homeless veterans have to have access to many resources. Why is Gabriel homeless? Why is Gabriel homeless then, huh? Answer that, Ryan. Why do we have a homeless veteran on our march right now? Answer that. He tried to get VA benefits, but they didn't give it to him. And he's a homeless veteran. He's still in the National Guard, inactive. So answer that. Oh, they have access to many resources, but they're not getting them. Why aren't they getting them? Why do we have homeless veterans supporting our march then, if that's the case? Wouldn't there be a lot of veterans coming here and say, hey, I got my resources. Hey, this is not true. No. In fact, every homeless veteran we spoke to have said, no, the resources are not matter. There's a lot of restrictions. Even though they're veterans, there shouldn't be restrictions. As long as you're a veteran, as long as you fought for this country, you should get the VA benefits. There shouldn't be all these dumbass restrictions. So yeah, because they're not accessing the resources. They have though. They have, and they were denied even though they're a veteran because of these stupid restrictions. So don't come here and tell me that they're not accessing available resources. If these resources were so easy and so accessible,
show it on camera, dumbass.
if these resources were so accessible, then there wouldn't be any homeless veterans. There wouldn't be any of these veterans marching with us or supporting the march.
Yeah.
Gabriel's going to be in D.C. tomorrow, and I think his speech may be tomorrow. After stream, I'm going to give him a call and see the update on that. But I want you to hear his speech and hear him out, and then maybe your opinion will change. Because he's an actual homeless veteran. He's still an active veteran. Well, he's inactive, but he's still like a registered National Guard right now. He's not even retired. So yeah, I don't know why you come in here and be like, oh, these veterans have resources. No, they don't. If they did, there wouldn't be any homeless veterans. There wouldn't be active military personnel homeless right now. Like, come on, Ryan. I don't even know who you are, but like, that's the thing. Coming in here with bullcrap. That's another thing too. Y'all come in here with bullcrap just to get proven wrong. Because we wouldn't be doing this march if we didn't know what we were talking about. We wouldn't be walking to DC if we did not know what we were talking about. We know what we're talking about, dude. That's why we're out here. While you're at home right now. We're out here marching for our nation we love. And that's the thing. Even though you disagree with us, we're marching for you and your rights and your free speech. So I ain't gonna ban you for disagreeing, because at the end of the day, you have your right to disagree. You have your right to have conversation. We're marching for you. Marching for everybody. Marching for fans, haters. If you live in this country and you were born in America, we're marching for you. Even my worst enemies that I absolutely despise, marching for them too. Marching for every American citizen. Because these corrupt politicians are fucking all of us over. Taking money from AIPAC, taking money from all these organizations, fighting Israel's wars, getting us into all these separate wars that have nothing to do with us. That's why we're marching. And all these homeless people that want to work but are homeless, can't get a job. Trump is a national embarrassment to everyone who voted for him, and every person used to be proud to be an American citizen of across the lying abroad is an embarrassment to all of us. He is an embarrassment to all of us. So I had a little trouble reading because the sun's kind of blocking it. But yeah, he is an embarrassment, and you're all right. As someone that voted for him, I regret my vote. I was an idiot for voting for him because I was like, you know what? Let's vote for the lesser two evils. No, that was a mistake. Voting for the lesser two evils is still a mistake. If there is not a candidate that's not America first, don't vote at all. We gotta pressure the DOJ and pressure politicians to be for America. We're not voting at all. I feel like the only candidate in 2028 that would be America first is Thomas Massie. But I don't think he would get that many votes because both right and left keep slandering Massie. They keep trying to discredit Massie because he tells the fucking truth. Especially Trump. Trump's trying to get Massie to lose Kentucky just because Massie disagrees with foreign wars and disagrees with the Epstein files. The lower Trump's numbers sink, the more MAGA live streams that pop up. MAGA is running scared of the midterm. They are running scared of the midterms. They're scared because everyone's waking up. Everyone's waking up to MAGA's bullshit. That's why everyone's scared. That's why MAGA's scared. Because everyone's waking up. Conservatives like me are waking up. It ain't just the liberals that are against MAGA. It's everybody. Everybody's against MAGA. Even people that voted for Trump are against MAGA now. Because they realize, oh wait, we voted for an orange idiot. This guy isn't America first. He isn't what he says he would be. You know what I mean? He was always the most evil. To be fair, a lot of politicians are evil. Can't say he's the most, but he's definitely has always been a shitty person. He's always been shady. So you're not wrong. He's always been shady. We just fell for the mask. That's the problem, is these politicians wear masks, and us, the people, are stupid, give in to the mask, and once the mask is off, we're like, oh my god, the mask is off. It's like, bro, he was always like that. He just had a mask and fooled us, and we fell for the bait. That's why every politician that says they're America first, or says that they're for our country, says for our people, no matter what, and for free speech, we have to check them. We have to make sure they're not lying just to get our vote. Actions speak louder than words. They may talk a good game, but are they really a good game? Are they really acting on it? That's what we have to answer, ladies and gentlemen. When a politician comes with policies, are they going to actually enact these policies? Trump said he would release the Epstein files, but he still hasn't. In fact, once he got into office, he tried to say the Epstein files were a hoax. No, they weren't. No, they aren't. There ain't no hoax there. It's real. It's legitimate. All politicians and celebrities are all in on it. There's been proof. There's been evidence. There's been some files incriminating Trump and Bill Clinton already. But they keep wanting to sweep it up because they don't want the people to realize the people we've been voting for are the wrong people we've been voting for the entire time. Yes, why he knows what he's talking about. Fucking Mr. Autism knows what he's talking about though, right? Yes, I do. I do know what I'm talking about. I know some of y'all MAGA people are coming in trying to discredit me, but I know what I'm talking about. That's why I'm doing this march. All y'all can still love Trump, it's your right, but Trump don't love you. Trump don't love this country. He loves Israel more. And that's a fact. That's why I win all these wars. You did fall for the bait. Are you on the side of the highway? We're walking on 84 the march. That's what we're doing this march for. March for America. Marching on the highway. Marching all the way to DC to give a speech, give our ideas, and to show we're serious about our ideas. That's why we're marching. And honestly, I do not regret this march at all. Yeah. I think we're still 12 miles away from Hinesville, from our next destination. So we got 12 miles to go today. It's getting a little hot right now, but see, it's weird because it's hot in January. What is the specific issue you're marching for? Is it general? It ain't schizophrenia. We're marching for social welfare programs for the homeless. We're marching to pull out of foreign wars that have nothing to do with national security, and we're also marching to prosecute politicians that are taking bribes that are not for our country. That's what we're marching for. Social welfare programs in foreign wars that have nothing to do with national security, and prosecute ones that are taking bribes for these wars. That's what we're marching for. You call that schizophrenia all you want, but those are real problems that are happening. Check the news, check everywhere. Those are specific issues. Venezuela is about special economic zones for corporate-owned network states. What specific politicians? What bribes? Ted Cruz, Lindsey Graham, all the ones that are taking money from AIPAC. All the ones that are taking money from Qatar and these other countries. All the ones that are taking bribes from these foreign nations that have nothing to do with our government. Ted Cruz is a big example. Great example. Lindsey Graham, same thing. J.D. Vance, Trump, all these ones that are working for AIPAC. AIPAC should not have influence in our government. And it ain't schizophrenia to say that. You really want a foreign country to have influence on our government and to tell our government what wars we can and can't fight? When we shouldn't even be fighting any wars unless it's a national security risk? You really want all of our tax dollars to go to a foreign nation that don't give a fuck about us, that hate us? These are all facts we're speaking here, guys. I don't disagree with you, but you're not going about it very effectively. What do you mean? We're walking. I appreciate you don't disagree, but how? We're literally walking all the way to DC. We were on the news. We're on local news channels and all that. And we're streaming right now, covering our march, covering our walk. Obviously, our speech is going to be more professional in the streams, but we've been going about it very effectively because we're getting the message out there. We were on the news. We've gotten interviews and stuff with local news. We're on the newspaper too. So yeah, we've been doing it very effectively. This stream's not the only... If you think this stream's the only thing we've been doing, no. We've been doing more than just live streaming. We've been going on news channels, actual media, and getting our message out there. This is not the only thing we've been doing. Talk your shit, Big E. Thank you, Flipper. You fell for the propaganda. The countries want infighting, and look what you do. What do you mean infighting? Pulling out of wars in general is infighting? Criticizing Trump's policies is infighting? Really? We can't, just because you criticize someone's policies, it doesn't mean you're infighting or fighting at all. If Trump listens, he listens. He doesn't, he doesn't. But we can speak our mind and criticize and disagree. See, this is the problem with a lot of you guys. Y'all think disagreeing with someone is fighting. Disagreeing with someone is hatred. No. I don't even hate Trump as a person. I just hate his policies and what he's doing as president. I don't hate him as a person. I don't even care about him as a person. I don't even want to, like, I don't even care if he's impeached or not. I just want him to listen to us and be America first and actually be for this country. That's why we're doing this march. So he can listen, so they can listen and hear us out. And if they don't listen, at least we got our ideas out. That's the point of this march. Is to get our ideas out, get our opinions out, and to show people we are serious. That's why we're doing this walk. That's why I've sacrificed a lot of stuff to do this march. And not everything's going to be perfect. This march isn't going to be perfect. Nothing's perfect in this world besides Jesus Christ. But we're still doing this march, and we're doing it to get our ideas across. In fact, too, it says in the Bible, too, that we'll be persecuted for the truth. I'm not doing this to get liked. I know I'll be persecuted for the truth, because truth hurts sometimes, a lot of the time. But I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to have people think I'm stupid, even though I'm telling the truth. Because as long as I know in my heart I'm doing it for a right cause, that's all that matters to me.
Fuck, signal's dying. Fuck.
Huh? Your phone's dying already? It's like Dan's music's dying already. Good on you. Make sure you stay safe, stay hydrated, it's safe. Of course, and that's what we're doing too. Is make sure we stay hydrated, staying safe, and just making sure that we get our message out there. That's the thing. We'll be safe because I've been praying to Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ has had my back throughout all of this. Has my back, has Dan's back, has Gabriel's back, and that's the thing too. Another thing too. You want to know why I'm not worried about it? Because I already know Christ has a plan for all of us. He has a plan for all you guys in chat. He has a plan for me. He has a plan for this march already. March works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I think it's going to work out, because as long as we pray to Christ and we keep putting into work, it's going to work out. It may take longer than expected. It may take a month, 2 months, 3 months. But it's still going to be successful. And this is why we're doing it, because I want to show people that no matter how long it takes, no matter what hurdles we have to go through, no matter what we have to do to get there, we're getting to DC. Doesn't matter how we get there, as long as we get to DC and we speak at the National Mall, we speak our speech, speak our ideas, and our ideas are out there. And that's what matters to me. That's what matters to Dan. That's what matters to Gabriel. Matters to Joel. Matters to all of us involved. And I'm sure that's what matters to y'all supporters too, that support the movement. Because that's the thing. A lot of you guys have the same ideas as us. Because a lot of you guys, it's not because I'm special or anything like that. It's because you guys see what I see. We're all seeing the same thing. That's why we're agreeing. It's not because we're the same person or even agree on everything. It's because everyone that has different opinions are seeing the same thing. Trump fucking up this country and putting us in wars we don't need to be put in. And all these homeless veterans and all these homeless people that want to work, that are not drug addicts, are getting homeless. That's the thing. And I don't want people getting the idea. If someone's homeless and they choose to be on the street and all they do is drugs, we're not fighting for them because they choose to be on the street. We're fighting for Americans that want to work, that don't do drugs, that actually want a purpose in life but can't because they don't have a cell phone or can't get a job because they don't have a house or anything like that. That's the homeless people we're fighting for. And for the homeless veterans that went and fought these wars that were pointless. That's what we're fighting for. You have to keep explaining yourself. I'm mainly just doing it to pass by time. That's why I keep doing it, to pass by time. Where are you? We are in Long County right now, Gabriel. We're in Long County right now. What's that city again? Lugva. Basically the city that's halfway from Jessup to Hinesville. But we're walking to Hinesville right now. the street sign on the ground right now. Well, if you don't mind asking, you can DM me if you can. But Gabriel, where are you at right now? You still on the Greyhound? Where did you sleep last night? We slept in a hotel. Because we couldn't camp out there, so we had to sleep in the hotel. But the hotel was only like $50. It was not even expensive. It was cheap as fuck. We slept at the hotel called the Royal Inn. And that ain't doxing because we're not even there anymore. Oh yeah, Gabe, just so chat knows, when, because I don't know when you get, do you know when you'll get into DC or do your speech? Would it be tomorrow or the next day? Just because I want to make sure, like, people know, like, when you're doing your speech and all that. Whew. Damn. Oh, that breeze feels so good. Feels like summertime right now. Yep.
So,
You want to take
a rest right here and let's have a drink and a snack for a minute, right?
Yes, sir. We're gonna have a drink and a snack for a minute because we've been walking for an hour. Every hour, we're gonna take just a little sit down break for a few minutes, and then we'll keep going. We'll have a little drink and a little snack too.
Bag snapped open. Fuck. Set this on my lap so the ants don't fucking get on it. Suck if they did.
I don't think there's any ants here. Lord Triton, make sure you keep yourself well hydrated out there. Yes, sir, Toy Bounty Hunters. I appreciate you. Here we are. Got this little lemonade right now. Were you on a trail too? Nah.
No, we're on the side of a highway.
Yeah,
We can't do it on the interstate, so we're doing it on the highway.
Yeah, we can't do it on the interstate because state troopers will be basically bothering us and trying to arrest us because apparently it's illegal to walk on the interstate, so we're walking on the highway. But they said it was legal to walk on the highway.
Yeah, it's mainly because of the traffic density on interstates. There's sometimes 6-8 lanes, a lot of traffic. It'd be very dangerous. The thing is, right? You go on an old state highway or a U.S. highway, they normally only have 2 to 4 lanes, right? Plus, there is no shoulder for emergency vehicles. This shoulder is for people to walk on. The shoulder on the interstate is absolutely for emergency vehicles. So that's why nobody can walk on there as well.
Yep.
They told us, but we don't know if that's entirely true because it was just a trooper that told us that. So it could depend. It could depend based on state, you know.
Yeah, it could depend based on state, but the Georgia trooper told us to not walk on the interstate, so that's why.
Any more?
No, I might have more drink. Well, good luck out there. Stay safe. Appreciate it. We'll try our best to stay safe. I already know Christ has a plan for us, so I'm not really worried about it. Fact 2, would you want to read a Bible verse or you want to wait till we stop again? Okay. He's gonna read a Bible verse right now before we start again, just to just give us good luck.
Samuel 2:5. 2:15. Then there arose and went over by the number of 12 of Benjamin, which pertained to be Ishbosheth, the son of Saul, and 12 of the servants of David. And they caught every one his fellow by the head, and thrust his sword in his fellow's side. So they fell down together. Wherefore, that place was called Helkath Hazarium. Hazarium, I don't know how to say that, but I can say this, which is in Gibeon. And there was a very sore battle that day, and Abner was beaten, and the men of Israel before the servants of David. And there were 3 sons of Zeruiah there, Joab his son, and Abishai, and Ashael. I can't fucking say these names, man. I'm terrible at saying names, bro. Asahel was as light of foot as a wild roe, and Asahel pursued after Abner, and in going he turned not to the right hand nor to the left from following Abner. Then Abner looked behind him and said, Art thou Asahel? And he answered, I am. And Abner said to him, Turn thee aside to the right hand or to thy left, and lay thee hold on the young man, and take thee his armor. But Asahel turn aside from following him. And Abner said again to Asahel, Turn thee aside from following me, wherefore should I smite thee to the ground? How then should I hold up my face to Joab thy brother? Howbeit, you refuse to turn aside. Wherefore, Abner, with the hinder end of the spear, smote him under the 5th rib. That spear came out behind him and fell down there, and died in the same place. It came to pass that as many as came to the place where Asahel fell died.
Can you speak a little louder?
It's traffic.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I'm gonna eat a couple more things, then we're gonna head on our way.
We will a few more, then we'll head out our way.
Yep. I lost my good Bible that had all the it had a table of contents and an index. Right? The Bible had, you know, all the chapters, but before it told you the chapters, it was like what the chapter pertains to. Like strength in times of temptation, courage in times of fear and shit like that. I lost that, dude. I'm so mad. But I still have 2 more, so that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Make sure to shut this drink.
bag is ripped, by the way.
Uh-oh.
I have it fixed though.
Cheap grocery bag ripped. Which not a surprise because a cheap ass grocery bag.
What if I have one more?
By the way, too, like I said before, if you guys support our cause, donate Lord Triton 2 on Cash Lines.
Walking up to Hinesville, past Fort Stewart. So,
Yep, walking to Hinesville, probably get to Fort Stewart by the end of today. Hopefully.
Fort Stewart's just a mile up behind. Yeah, just in case anybody was thinking I was messing with my arm, I did go to the hospital.
You ever show the papers?
I'll just show this. It is a rotator cuff injury. It was January 8th, 2026. So I'm hoping it heals before we hit Savannah. That way we can continue our march to DC. But I'm not really getting any improvements. With the backpack, I think it's making it worse. So, in that regard.
So if we have to take the Greyhound, it's not because we're taking the easy way out. It's because his arms will not be able to handle it. But we're at least going to try to make it to Savannah, Georgia before then. So we at least get some marching in for this movement.
If we do have to take the Greyhound to DC, we will march all over DC.
We'll
Not
march
just the National Mall, all over.
all over to make up for all the ground we've lost. We'll make sure we march all over DC. I don't care if the Yankees try to piss us off or anything like that, because at the end of the day, we're there to spread our ideas. It's freedom of speech. We're not breaking any laws. So if anyone wants to try us, we're not gonna even give in. We're like, people will try us, we'll just walk away. Because that's the thing. We're not there to start a fight. We're there to spread our ideas, and that's it. That's the only reason we're even doing this march. Spread our idea. We are a pacifist group. We're not a violent group. We don't have any weapons, so we're not there to cause any problems. We're there to actually give solutions to a lot of the problems that Trump, not just Trump, but the government has made. And that's why we're doing this march, because there's a lot of problems that need to be resolved. We're there to resolve problems, not to create more problems. And if people want to create problems with us, we just go to another location and march.
Anybody does want to agitate, we will call the proper authorities and have you arrested.
And if the authorities try to arrest us, that gives credibility to us because we're not doing anything wrong. We're not breaking any laws. We don't plan to either. We plan on trying to be as professional as we can, but we're also going to speak our mind too. We're not going to censor ourselves. Because there's a difference between being professional and censoring ourselves. We're still going to say the truth.
If you don't like how we're saying the truth, you're free to close your fucking ears. That's it. If we say the F word too many times, boo fucking who. That's just how it is. People want to get their point across. They're going to get their point across more via vulgarity. This country is getting sensitive, bro. They can cuss, but you can't cuss. Okay, whatever.
Trump could say retard on television, but we can't, really?
You can't say retard at the Capitol or the National Mall or anywhere we protest.
But Trump can.
Joke.
That's another thing, too. It's like, just because you're a president doesn't mean you have power. The only reason you're even elected.
You do have power, but it must be checked by the people who fucking elected you, bro.
Good morning, Glitch.
If you want to say, oh no, I don't have to listen to my constituents, they didn't vote me in. Well, for now, we did. So maybe you should fucking listen to us, motherfucker.
Hello, how are you? We are doing good on this march. Have y'all gotten a job? Man, Jack's here again, of course. But you already got proven wrong, so we don't even gotta listen to you. You got proven wrong once again. Our job is this movement. That's what this is our job. We're finding an organization. We're gonna have an official organization out of this. Where are you from? From Florida. We're marching from Jacksonville, Florida, all the way to Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Currently in Long County, Georgia right now. Trying to hopefully get to Liberty County. Trying to get to Hinesville.
Our fucking equipment's kind of falling apart. So we're hoping to get some better gear at a military surplus store in Hinesville.
Back on the road again. Where you're from? I need a friend. Well, whenever, if you have a Discord, you can add me, Lord Triton 1812 on Discord. Right now, currently in the middle of a mission for this country, but I wouldn't mind being a friend. I'll talk to literally anybody, so I wouldn't mind doing that. But right now, we're on a big mission for the country, but I wouldn't mind, being a friend as long as you're chill. What happened? What is your movement about? Basically, establishing social welfare programs for the homeless that want to work and get off their feet without like all these restrictions. Huh?
I'm gonna have a radio on.
All right, so you want me to stop? All right, hold on. I'm in the middle of explaining something. All right, anyway, so the movement's about establishing social welfare.
Go further ahead.
All right, anyways, before I get interrupted again. Establishing social welfare programs for the homeless, pull out a foreign war that have nothing to do with national security risks, and prosecute politicians that take bribes from foreign aids, from foreign entities that have nothing to do with America. That's what our movement's about. Basically, end corruption, and most importantly, spreading the word of Jesus Christ. Spreading the word of Jesus Christ is our biggest message as well. Making sure that Christianity is still strong in America and that Christianity does not die in America, as Christianity is the most persecuted religion right now. My WhatsApp, no, I don't got WhatsApp, but maybe I'll download it after the march. I don't know, but I'll keep that in mind. But that's what our movement about. It's basically, basically help American citizens over foreign countries. Because there's a lot of American citizens that are homeless. There's a lot of homeless veterans that are homeless, and they're not getting helped. If you support the movement, donate to Cash App Lord Triton 2. It's Lord Triton with the letter 2. L is capitalized. Nothing else is capitalized on it. What is your view on USA on Venezuela? I don't think we should have started the war in Venezuela at all, because that's not a national security risk. They want to say, oh, it's because of cartels, but we didn't go after Mexico first. We went after Venezuela for the oil. I don't think we should have started a war with Venezuela at all, because it's not a national security risk. And not only that, but we already have oil in Alaska as it is, so I think the war with Venezuela is pointless. I don't think we should be doing regime change in Venezuela either. I feel like we should have just left Venezuela alone. That's the thing. If Trump wanted the oil, why not create a deal with them? We already had a deal with Venezuela, but then we fucked it up. That ain't Venezuela's fault that we fucked up the deal. We shouldn't fight war with Venezuela, especially with our economy being the way it is. We shouldn't fight war with Venezuela. Not only that, we're already fighting war with Iran, Nigeria, and these other countries. So starting a war with Venezuela is just adding on to the problems we already have, because we're already fighting a six-front war as it is with these other countries. And now Trump's wanting to go to war with Mexico now, after we already went after Venezuela. It's like, we can't keep doing this. It's not going to work. We're basically making the same mistake Germany did in World War II. And not only that, but what he did, capturing Maduro, is illegal. Because he did it without UN approval, without NATO approval. And now that we're pulling out of NATO, we can get invaded by Europe anytime. We can get invaded, and NATO and our allies will not be able to protect us because we're no longer NATO, because Trump's trying to pull out of NATO. And not only that, he didn't just break UN law, he also broke United States law too, because he did this without the approval of Congress. And he could get impeached for that, because in order to declare war and start a war, you have to have approval from Congress. You can't just go attack another country and capture another country's leader without Congress's approval. Why U.S. don't look UN Council invalid? Jack, your whole opinion's invalid. No, it is true. President cannot declare war without Congress's approval. That is true. Look it up. Look it up for yourself. It's been like that since the country was founded. Because this is not a dictatorship.
What's going on?
People just saying, oh, it's not true that Trump can't declare war without Congress's approval, even though it is.
It literally is true. He can't declare, I mean, he can, but guess what? He's breaking a fucking law, right? Why is it that we have to follow every fucking law to a T more than the people who are supposed to enforce them or rule over the fucking law, man? I bet you if Trump wanted to walk on the side of the fucking interstate, he could, but we can't. So also, here's a little tidbit, ladies and gentlemen. The federal government is not supposed to be as big as it is. The federal fucking government
right now
never have gotten to the size it is.
Wait, hold on. I want to respond to this chat. Right now, no, you are right. The U.S. doesn't have a trusted partner right now because we burned every bridge. We keep burning multiple bridges. That's why nobody trusts us, because we keep burning all these bridges. And you know what's funny? All the bridges we're burning for, because that's the thing. We keep on trying to be as loyal to Israel as we can, but Israel doesn't even trust us. We can't even trust Israel fully either.
Here's the issue, right? We went into Venezuela without ICC approval, without NATO or whatever the fuck over there, man. Other Latin American countries were like, hey man, we don't like you fucking with Venezuela, motherfucker. If you keep on fucking doing that, we're gonna tell you to stop for your sake. So just fucking hold off on it for a fucking minute and explain to us what your fucking problem actually is. If you don't, we're gonna fuck with you, bro, because you're fucking with us, you fuck with one of us, you fuck with all of us. That's how Latin America works. That's how South America works, bro. And guess what? We didn't listen. We went over in the middle of the fucking night. We did a shock and awe and campaign, bro. We rattled the fucking country, and next thing you know, when the rattling had stopped, Maduro was already on a fucking C-130 to the United fucking States, okay? The issue is, we didn't have the International Criminal Court say, yeah, you can do that, man. He's a fucking terrible person and he's committed a crime. You can do that. We didn't even ask if we could fucking do it. That's the issue, all right? We just took him because guess what? Although America has the strongest military in the fucking world, we know nothing about humility or being humble. Even though we've lost war after war after war, because even though we do have the strongest military in the world, we still keep underestimating our enemy, okay?
Debate when? If you want to debate Remus, Ronald's Gaming about whatever, about Venezuela or about our movement, about whatever, we can do that when I get back home on my computer on the StreamYard, and I add you to the StreamYard. We can have a discussion.
Because here's the issue. Trump said we were going after Venezuela for the drug cartels, the drugs coming into this country. Okay, yeah, Venezuela might be making the drugs, okay, sure. But the bigger issue would be Mexico, which we're starting to go to war with now. After everybody criticized Trump saying, if you really had a fucking issue with the drug problem, you'd go after Mexico. Too little, too fucking late.
Wrong. Explain how Dan's wrong. You can't
How
just
am
say.
I wrong? Explain it, pal. I can explain my point. How about you explain yours? We will take the time to listen and point it out bit by bit. If you're able to point out how I'm wrong bit by bit.
Coward running. Why aren't you explaining your point?
Explain your point.
You just say running.
We're
We're
literally
not
right
running.
here, bro. We're not running. What are we running from? You? I mean, we could, but we're walking right now. We're trying to at least engage in a conversation with you, bro. We're not running. How are we wrong? Explain how we're wrong, then we'll explain how you're wrong again.
You can't just come in here and say wrong. You gotta explain the points.
Yeah, what are we, fucking 2 years old?
Glitch is right. One word responses are not a debate. Exactly.
That's literally not a debate. That's trying to... Dude, I don't even know what the fuck that is, bro. I have no idea what the fuck that is, to be honest. Like,
One guy. How about when you know what? Add me on Discord and we can set up a debate. Voice on voice when I get back after the
so
march.
Who's saying wrong guy? Who the fuck
Well, Remus Ronald Gaming 12. Literally a rando that I would never even heard of.
Well, here's the thing, bro. Who's the wrong guy? Who's the wrong fucking guy?
He's baiting. He's not even, so we don't even need to talk about it
We
because
went in, did a shock and awe campaign. As soon as the shaking stopped and the bombs were stopped dropping and the bullets stopped flying, we captured Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela, bro.
oh, phone's at 20%.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut the stream short for a minute.
We're gonna have to cut the stream short for a minute. Once my phone is charged again, I'm gonna put it on the battery charger. And then once the phone is charged again in like an hour or two, we will come back live.
We're
But yeah, I'm
about 2
gonna.
hours from Hinesville, so you might be able to see us.
We'll see.
Next time we're streaming Hinesville.
Yeah, we'll be live again in like 2 hours. But we will see you guys again. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on notifications. We will be live again in a few hours. I gotta charge my phone. I appreciate all of you guys coming in and supporting the movement and all that. And if you want to donate and fund the movement, Lord Triton 2 on Cash App.
Cash App.
And we will see you guys later. Take care. Peace.